sip wine.
Hey everyone,
What's poppin'?
how you niggas doing?
Niggas is fucking cold. You know why? Because I'ma blame fucking Sammy. She got us in here looking like the Cheetah Girls, and it's raining outside. It is raining. When I tell you that the rain is coming down, it's cold. My toes is out. My titties is out. It's all out. And I blame you.
Good, you look good though.
Thank you. You look good too, V.
Hey, we look good. You know, we're looking all
One time for the Cheetah Girls. One time.
You know, they taught us that you don't matter about the race, the color, the skin. Mm-hmm. We are all sisters in this game.
Hello.
Except for you white bitches. I'm kidding. I just slipped in it.
There was a white Cheetah Girl. But she ain't got. Did she have any solos?
She was just a dancing bitch.
She did just dance.
Yeah.
I don't wanna be like Cinderella, and in a dark, cold, dusty cellar, waiting for somebody. They were the first bitches to tell us we didn't need a man. They were really the first bitches, because you know in Disney it's always like a man comes and save you. They were the first ones to tell you, bitch, you don't need no man.
Right.
You can save yourself.
Save yourself.
But how can I save myself if I'm in trouble?
We can save ourselves if we're in trouble.
Girl,
I don't need no nigga to save us.
I just need a nigga to make it easier then.
I mean, that's what they're there for. I feel
Honestly,
like men are in this world to make our life easier.
But they're just a fucking headache if we're gonna be real. So.
Girl, we're gonna turn into a nigga ain't shit episode?
No, we not, because it's not about niggas today. It's about us.
It's about us.
It's about us.
It is about us. And while you at it, please don't forget to rate, like, and subscribe. We have a motherfucking Patreon.
Hello.
We have a motherfucking tea time on the
motherfucking
Patreon.
time.
We have motherfucking twerking videos on the
Twerking
Patreon.
videos. We have sexual Q&As.
And when we get merch, we're gonna put some merch in there.
Because we gonna get merch. Speaking it into existence, period.
All right. And don't forget about our oldest segment called Sip and Review,
where y'all send us shit and we review it.
Right.
And once again, like we always say, we love Black-owned businesses. We are not opposed to purchasing it at a discounted price, blah, blah. We don't expect everything to be for free. But, we starting off, we got to pay for some shit. So if you want to just, help Black women prosper and while you prosper.
Right.
I don't see a problem in that.
While you're at it, follow us on all show networks. All social networks at The Real Sip and Spill on everything except Twitter.
And it's Sip and Spill 1.
And give us a 5-star
rating because we're some 5-star bitches.
And the girls are back at it again with another messy ass episode of Sip and Spill where we create conversations all while
sipping wine.
I go by the name of Thug motherfucking Sammy.
And I am ambitious red wine hoe to Ray.
For a whole nother week.
A whole nother motherfucking week.
Well, I guess every week we red wine hoes.
We really are, but I never say that I never make that as my middle name, and I think I was running out of middle names. So if y'all got middle names for me to drop, because I keep saying I'm a bad bitch, and you can only say that so many times until it's not true anymore.
I don't think I'll ever stop being a bad bitch.
I know, but it's like,
I don't think
but when
a bad bitch isn't what you look like. It's what you feel in your soul.
I know, and I've been feeling like a bad bitch since '93. But I'm saying, like, what else is there for this bad bitch?
I've been feeling like a bad bitch since 2015.
2015. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was gonna thought you said 2020. I said, girl, when the COVID.
2015. That's when I knew I was a bad motherfucker.
I mean, I've always had the mentality. You got to think about it. Bad bitch is always in you. You just don't know it yet.
Right.
So if I'm gonna
we always had because I was playing with My Scene Barbies. If you had a My Scene Barbie or a Bratz doll, you were a bad bitch.
Because I was gonna say, if we're gonna be real, my bad bitch didn't come from the outside come in. I mean, the inside out. It didn't do that until maybe. When I was 22, 23?
Yeah.
So I mean, the inside was reflected outside. Exactly. But now I can say it all the time because I know y'all see it. Because I see it. We shining.
Okay. You see this cheetahs? You see this titties?
Look at these titties tittying. Hold up. They gotta see it. They feel like they only see y'all's. I'm like, Sammy ain't the only one with titties, y'all.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Sometimes.
Get some nice angles.
Good for you, girl. I'm proud of you. Let's get some fun motherfucking facts. All right, well, what is your fun fact? Let's go first.
So my fun fact is I've gotten my belly button pierced 3 times. And everyone will say, why are you getting pierced 3 times? Did you take it out? No. My body rejected it. This bad bitch body did not want me to have a belly button pierced. I don't know if anyone knows when you, get a piercing and your skin just starts, gradually pushing it out. Uh-huh. Me? Mm-hmm. You did that? Okay. It gradually starts pushing it out. That's what happens with me. And I just think I'm too old to get it done again.
Mm-hmm. Well, my fun fact is, this month is my motherfucking birthday month, y'all.
Go, shawty.
I'm playing March fucking Madness every fucking day when I wake up. I'm gonna be shaking my ass
birthday.
at March Madness. If you want to help me pay my rent this month, at Thug Sammy at Cash App,
you can help me pay my rent even though it's not my birthday, just because I'm a bad bitch, honestly, because At this time, we all need it.
All bad bitches should get their rent paid.
All the time.
That's how I feel. If you're a bad bitch, you
Come
should
on.
get your rent paid.
We might just do an OnlyFans just so we can get our rent paid for 2 months and just call it a day. Because I feel like our OnlyFans will probably take off.
You don't want to do OnlyFans.
I really don't. But,
Exactly.
it was a
Don't
suggestion.
put it out there if you don't want to do it.
We are bitches that love to talk shit. Do y'all not know that? Like, it's the idea of everything.
It's an idea. Because we still haven't bought Safari's Tony fans.
Girl, I know. Did you hear that him and Erica Mena are like going through a divorce?
Girl, that nigga every month he talk about how he hates being married. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Anyways.
Hashtag go to hell.
Let's get into some wine fast. We'll get some motherfucking tea time.
Tea.
Okay, well, this wine was given to me. I was happy it was already sitting in my bed. I mean, my bed.
It was in her bed. Sammy be drinking at home. I don't know if y'all know this. Sammy is a wino, a drinko, or whatever the fuck hoe you want to call her. As long as there's a hoe behind it.
As long as there's a hoe behind it. At one point, I was a Mexi hoe, okay? It was actually sitting in my apartment. It was given to me, and it's called Joseph Phillips. It is a...
Phelps,
Ooh,
girl.
Ooh, like
you ain't never seen Michael Phelps.
Like Malcolm Phelps,
Not Malcolm. Michael.
You know I'm bad with names.
I am sad.
If I don't find you attractive, I never remember your name. I'm sorry.
Well, he's a white man, so I don't know if you would find him attractive.
Exactly, bitch. I don't even look at them unless they're about to give me some money. So yeah, it's Joseph Phelps. It is a 2018 Cabernet. It is from good old Napa Valley.
Yes, Napa Valley, California.
Okay, it is a $75 bottle of wine. And
she had to throw that shit in.
Okay,
She had to.
now it's $75, and we're gonna talk later in the episode. You're gonna know why we spend drinking this expensive ass wine. So it is it says it has great energy in the wine.
I can feel that because I'm by the bottle and I'm vibrating real high right now.
It says it has great energy. It's been aged for 18 months, and with natural notes of pencil shavings.
Ew.
Yeah.
That sounds like some white people shit. Like what's going up this shit that we ain't did before? There's some pencil shavings in this bitch.
And he has a ripe blackberry, best paired with a nigga with some money, okay?
We like niggas with money.
Because why would you spend a $75 wine on a broke nigga? Or a broke bitch?
On a broke bitch.
You don't spend it on a bitch.
You better tax on this pussy. Okay. Period.
$75. Let's
try it. I'm getting excited.
Yeah. Ooh, it is nice.
I just like how it just sounds. It's nice and dark. So I feel like it's got some real deep plums.
What did Tupac say? The darker the berry?
The sweeter the juice.
Okay.
But I don't think that's necessarily the case when it comes to wine. I wonder
is that the case when it comes to this black pussy? Okay.
Why you pour yourself more than mine?
Did I?
Racist.
How? How, Sway? You ain't got the answers, do you?
You still got more than me. Wow,
No,
if you hate me, just say so. Bitch just want to she want to have all the wine because it was personally given to her.
Really?
At this point, I'm going to fucking fill my glass up. Bitch, what's up?
Girl.
This is going to look so unclassy, but guess what, y'all? We got a reason to celebrate. So, you know what? Stay motherfucking tuned. Let's get into some motherfucking tea. Bitch, don't copy me.
I'm going to copy you, bitch. You ain't but the only one with the full ass glass. Let's both be ghetto in this bitch. Okay?
Oh my God, we got cork in it. I did it again.
Wine and cork once again.
Look, everything comes full circle.
I'm going to know how to open wines, y'all. This bitch got...
I mean, it can't be any worse than pencil shavings, bitch. Okay?
Please.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Cheers
to another messy ass episode of Sip and Spill. Ow.
I don't understand why this wine is $75.
That's what I was going to say. I feel like it should taste more expensive. It does not. Napa Valley, you let us down.
Just a Phelps? What's going on?
Yeah, we have questions.
I feel like we've had better wine for cheaper.
We definitely have had a better wine. How much alcohol content is in this
14.5.
Yeah.
It's pretty high.
I was definitely waiting to see your reaction because I didn't want to dog on the shit that you got gifted to you, but...
I mean, I appreciate the gift.
The sentiment, but...
It's okay. Like,
it's very lackluster.
It's not nasty. It's
not nasty,
bad.
but it's not giving me... I don't taste no pencil shavings, okay?
I do. It's that cork you put in here.
I don't taste everything that's promised. So maybe the 2 shots of tequila we took before this...
Maybe we're supposed to get something to help us taste shit better.
Yeah, that little, what is it called? Y'all, I don't know what it's called. Don't let me get it wrong. But there's something y'all put on a wine bottle so it like opens up the wine notes and flavors. So we're probably gonna get that in the next few episodes because I want to make sure I taste every fucking thing. If you tell me I'm tasting a pencil, bitch, I want to taste the fucking lead.
I don't know if we should know what pencil shavings taste like.
I mean, they wanted us to know.
I don't want to know what pencil shavings taste like.
It says it contains sulfites.
Where you see that?
Right
Sulfites.
Right here.
Yeah, it contains sulfites. I mean, Joseph Phelps, you didn't do a bad job.
You didn't do a great job either, though.
I just don't understand why.
I don't understand. I don't either.
Yeah, but maybe by the end of the episode,
I'm just gonna hope that this was a gift that was gifted and it got regifted because I'm gonna just hope that you didn't go out and spend the $75 because you tried. No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying you, the person that gave it to you. Yeah. I'm just hoping you never tried this and thought it was a good idea to give it.
He bought it because it was. He bought it. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. You know what? Men do better. Honestly,
it's not his fault. He probably thought it was.
I'm gonna say we will do just as good on a $15 bottle. Honestly, not gonna lie to you.
You know what? You keep buying me expensive bottles of wine so I can sell it later. You know, make some money off of the
pack this pussy, pack this pussy.
All right, let's get some motherfucking tea time, girl.
Talking about taste buds, let's talk about Sweetie's taste buds. So I was in the shade room scrolling because we was looking for shit for tea time, and I saw that Sweetie was eating spaghetti with ranch. And Sweetie's been known to do the most ghettoest, nastiest shit known to men.
Right.
Like I've seen stuff on Twitter where she was eating like hot Cheetos with what? What was she eating it with?
I don't remember, but
I think it was hot Cheetos in her noodles.
Yes.
So she eats like the ghettoest, nasty. Like
she eats like she's been in jail for 10 years.
A gutter bitch. She eats like a gutter bitch. Like ain't never had no fucking money to her name.
Yeah.
And it's like disgusting. And me and Sammy were on the phone like she just has the privilege of eating all these nasty ass things.
Yeah, like I was saying, Tweety has pretty girl, skinny girl, light skinned girl privilege.
Yep. All of them.
And there's nothing against her. I think she might be a sweet person, but I feel like she should acknowledge the privilege that she has.
I don't think she needs to acknowledge it. I don't see anything that Sweetie has gotten. Like all of her songs are bite-offs of other people's songs. Mm-hmm. When has she ever made an original song?
I'm just saying that's her privilege though. She's allowed to do this because of her pretty girl.
Is she? Because we be tearing up Tory Lanez for the gods.
That's the point. No one tears Sweetie up because she has pretty girl, skinny girl, light skin girl privilege.
You're right.
So my thing is, if Lizzo were to eat half of what she's doing or doing half of what she's doing, y'all would body shame her. Talking about how she's gonna kill herself.
Yeah.
That she's overweight.
Yeah.
That she's nasty. That she's displaying bad eating habits.
Yep.
But while Sweetie
does it, it's cute.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's trendy.
It's like it's not fair. Let's show our bias. We know that because of what Sweetie looks like, we are not judging her.
I'm judging her because I would never. I was like at the grocery store today, and I was
like in general. There's no freaking post talking about how she's unhealthy.
I mean, let's be real. In the world that we live in, most people are not even healthy. Because I'd be looking at people's grocery shop. Like I was grocery shopping today, looking at everyone's like shopping carts, and people.
Girl, mind your business.
The thing is, I mind everyone's business. 2021. I said that I'm not minding my business this year. Okay, it's all about what the fuck I say. So I was looking at everybody's shit, and this woman. No offense, like we said, like we body shame. She was already heavier set, and she getting Hot Pockets, DiGiorno pizza, and I'm like, bitch, where's your fruits? Where's your veggies? Because the thing is, we can't even use the whole thing like healthy food is more expensive because that's not even the case anymore. I literally bought $30 worth of groceries today, all veggies, but that shit was a plethora of shit.
I get that, but some people have family feeds, and
you can feed a family on fresh shit. It's all about. It's like the mindset of it all.
Okay, but you have to understand, not everyone has the time to do so. Not everyone has the time to make a meal. Not everyone has time
if you got 15 minutes to throw a pizza in the refrigerator, and let's be real, like half the shit that's in the pizza is not even real food.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just like you don't want to perpetuate the whole ideal of like overweight, obesity, high blood pressure. Because like, I'm going to just use that as an example for my family. Because, you know, I'm one of the person I'm like everything pretty much natural, like natural deodorant, natural like toothpaste, natural mouthwash. And like I remember one time when I came over to my mom's house when it was like, you know, when we were doing the what's it called, and we were just talking about, I brought something over, and she's like, of course she brings her own things over. It's like black people are the only people that make fun of you for being healthy. Mm-hmm. Why do we do that?
Yeah. I think it's a Southern thing too, not just black people. It's just a Southern thing.
Because it's like,
just a natural.
Why is it a joke that I care about me not having high blood pressure like you?
Yeah.
Like you 40 something with high blood pressure, and you talk about how miserable the pills make you and how you don't wish you had this and don't have that. I'm not trying to rag on my mom, y'all, because I love her to death. But, like, you talk about how you have diabetes, you have lupus, you have this, but you don't change your eating habit. And I always tell her, I'm like, what's the problem?
Yeah, so pretty much, I just think that we should just be aware of the biases we perpetuate about. I feel like if you're gonna write think pieces about Sweetie, not Sweetie. If you're gonna write think pieces about Lizzo showing her ass at an NBA game, write think pieces about Sweetie eating the shit she eat. Okay, just be fair about it.
That put pitch wrench all over that shit. That shit was nasty.
It was nasty. So T.I. motherfucking Tiny, y'all, I really have no words for this couple. They've been very problematic for a very long time. We've pretty much been in their business with when he was cheating and having threesomes with the gun charges.
I've never been in their business.
I've been in their business.
When you brought this up, I said, is it true? Is this even a true story?
Like, yeah, I've always been a T.I. fan, and I did watch a little bit of Family Hustle. And, I appreciate how she held her man down when he was in prison, all that good shit.
Because you are secretly a ride or die. Y'all don't let Sammy fool you.
I'm not ready to die.
If you gonna hold somebody's brick, you ain't never gonna snitch. Bitch, you are a ride or die. Because, period. Johnny I would say he turned on 11th and 12th. Come on.
I ain't gonna snitch on you, daddy. Shit. I don't mind a nigga who been in jail.
You know what? I'm changing my whole mind about that. But that's beside the point. I'm just saying.
So let's get back to the story.
Sorry.
So there's been a whole lot of allegations coming out about T.I. and his wife Tiny have been sexually assaulting people. They've been, it's not a secret that they have threesomes, but it is a secret that they are drugging, assaulting, kidnapping, and holding guns to the heads of their victims. A lady came out saying that they were at a club. She was drugged. Next thing you know, she was in a hotel room, and he had a gun to her head while they were having sex. So
that sound like a fucking BET movie, like those low budget BET movies.
Yeah, and
like everything was good, and this is how it started.
So far, there's been 30 allegations, and there's been 11 victims come forward that is going into trying to seek what's it called, criminal,
lawsuits.
Pretty much criminal charges for what they did to them. And I'm a big believer in don't let anyone I don't put nothing past nobody.
Yeah.
A bitch will surprise the fuck out of you. That's how Ted Bundy and all these other people who went killing murderers, Jeffrey Dahmer, who went killing people for years and years.
First and foremost, let's put this out there. Any white person looks like a serial killer to me. So, just gonna throw it out there.
Okay, yeah. But these, like Bill Cosby, no one believed Bill Cosby was, trying to drug women. So it's like people have these ideas of people, and sometimes their idea of someone isn't really who they are as a person. Do I believe this happened? I'm not 100% sure about it, but I don't. I'd rather say I don't know than defend them and them being guilty than to not defend them and then they're actually being innocent. Facts. Like okay, well they were actually innocent.
Yeah, I'm a big person. I'm not victim blaming someone, because I remember I was on the phone with Sammy and I kept saying like, hey, I don't even know how true this sounds. So I'm like, does T.I. and Tiny really need to do this shit? Like, I think most celebrities, it's like,
most people don't have to do it.
I know. I'm just thinking in my head, like, y'all have the money if y'all want it, so y'all can just pay someone to fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, that's not even a problem. So if it is a power thing, because like, even with like the Michael Jackson thing.
Even with Trey Songz.
It's like, you don't have to do that. People are going to fuck you just because you're Trey Songz.
But he still does it.
You still do it. So maybe it is a power thing, because when she was telling me the story, I'm just like, I don't know. I can't believe it. It sounds crazy.
It just sounds so unbelievable.
But on the other hand, I saw that Shekinah, whatever her name is, their friend, she was talking about it on Twitter like a few weeks ago. I think it's like a few months back. She was talking about this, and she kind of sort of like slipped out and said it was kind of true.
Yeah,
but not confirming it all the way.
Not to that extent.
I couldn't even tell you what the fuck it was. But I mean, all I'm saying is, if you are a victim, it's never too late to come forward. If you are going through domestic aggressive behavior, I don't even know how to phrase this because it sounds like a wild ass story to me. So, respectfully, I respect every victim that wants to speak their truth.
Yeah, I just don't understand how he's over here monitoring his daughter's hymen. Meanwhile, he kidnapping and raping bitches. Like,
that's just kidnapping, raping bitches for me.
That's just so crazy to me. Like, you just so worried about your daughter. Like, how embarrassing is it for their children to find out about their parents? As children, you know your parents have sex, but you don't want to know your
that they
parents
kidnapping and raping bitches and holding guns to their head like it's hustle and flow, bitch.
Girl, like,
you
that's
know,
just.
hot
if I was Deja, I'd be like, nigga, At this point, don't talk to me no more. Don't say shit else to me.
Pay attention to the business that pays you. Period.
Get your hands in your mouth and your eyes out my pussy, bitch.
Hello.
Mind your business.
So, real quick before we get into the next segment, because, I feel like y'all don't understand. Is this gonna come off from me? Oh, look, I just fucked everything up. I'm gonna look at you, Sammy. Hold my hand. It's the love for me. So,
She's always doing something.
I'm doing some extra shit. So, y'all, if y'all know the words, please sing along with me, okay? Because this is a very special day for us.
It's a very special day for us.
We were going to let y'all know why we're drinking this $75 fucking wine. But here it is.
Girl, you're,
I know, I saw it's going to get fixed when I do this, but
okay.
In the time and space right now, this is about us. This is not about what's going on in the video.
Okay.
Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary.
Hey.
Our anniversary.
It's our anniversary.
We definitely need to let y'all know this has been a great fucking run. Not run. I keep saying it like it's over. Like she about to break up with me. Not gonna happen, even though she tries to do it every other week.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. No, I don't.
Y'all,
like
it is
months.
our 1 year anniversary.
Our podcast anniversary.
Oh my God. I mean, 'cause our friendship anniversary was like, we're like, what, 3 years in the game now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That shit happened really fast.
Yeah.
How the fuck did we become friends for 3 years?
Girl.
Because if y'all know Sammy's no new friends. I don't let no bitching. Because bitches is the ops.
She's over exaggerating the fuck out of me. I just don't like to have a lot of new girlfriends because I feel like the type of person I am.
You say that they the ops. I just shortened it. You ain't even got to do all that kind of person I am. Bitch, she feel like everybody the ops until they prove themselves different.
The ops.
Girl.
I don't like new people.
Do you? Do you?
I said I don't like new people. Yeah.
They the ops.
Oh.
That's what it means. You the opposing team, bitch.
Yeah, so it's our podcast anniversary, and I'm so happy that we made it to a whole motherfucking year. Like, today is literally the exact day we started doing this shit.
We started like formulating the formula to this success of this sauce. You feel me?
Yes, and I'm so happy, and this is gonna be a great fucking episode. Okay?
I know, I'm excited already, y'all.
We're gonna do a recap. We're gonna talk about all this shit. So y'all take this journey with us.
Take the journey with us, y'all. I'm already on like 10, so I might go to 20. So if Sammy tells me to calm down like 3 times,
I'm gonna drink a Red Bull just
because.
Girl,
my heart's already about to explode.
Okay, some of you might know. But if you don't know, let's take you a little backstory. So, originally I was doing this podcast with someone else, and it didn't work out. So I remember I was just, we were working at this place called Diablos at the time, and I was sitting in your car.
Yeah, we were sitting
and I was talking to her about someone I was going to do the podcast with, who was a guy. And the guy was actually, I'm so thankful.
Because you didn't. You said, I don't want to deal with him because he likes me and da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, he liked me and he didn't have the funds for it because he had other obligations. And I've made it clear, just like I made it clear to you.
Mm-hmm. This is hard.
This is hard. It's a lot of work.
And it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. Especially the way we do our podcast.
Yep.
So he's over here, it's like, why are you watching my pockets? I got this.
It's the nigga in him. You know, it's the nigga in him.
So I was telling her, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm looking for someone. And then she looked at me. She was like, well, you just do it with me. And I'm like, over here, I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. I was like, Ami, like, are you sure? Because we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to do that, we have to do that. She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, bitch. We about to be off for a ride because this shit is not easy.
And if y'all are not, like, early member fans, like, y'all don't know how we would talk about how when we first started, me and Sammy would disagree on everything. Like, literally, from the logo, from the fonts, to the glasses, to the color schemes of who's going to do what social media. Like, I think we argued about everything. I don't think there's not one thing we agreed on when we first started.
Except starting a podcast.
Exactly. That's literally the only thing we agreed on.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm telling you, outside people kept saying, I don't think this is going to work.
Outside people? How many people did you tell?
I mean, Randy's really not, but I'm just saying, anyone that's not us. Because you hate when I tell everyone our issues when it's not us.
Yes.
So when I say outside people, I mean outside person.
Okay.
Because that's the only person that really knows all of my dump shit. Like, hey, bro. But yeah, like, he was like, you sure this is going to work? I said, I don't know, but we gonna see. Because he was like, and so when I was telling him that we're making a year, he was like, I didn't even think y'all was gonna make it past 3 months. And I'm just like, to hear someone say that they didn't think we were gonna do it, and people tell us how much they fuck with us and our chemistry.
Right.
It's like, because we give them duality. We don't agree with each other, but we respect each other's opinions enough to hear it out.
Yeah. Me and Ami are very, very different in like all kinds of ways, but yet I feel like that is what makes this podcast so special and why it works, because we are two very different people with two different opinions, and yet we both respect each other enough.
It's a mutual respect.
It's a mutual respect thing. So yeah, that is just like a little backstory on how this podcast
came
started.
about. Yeah. So what is your favorite episode that we've ever done?
My favorite episode has to be So You've Been Friend Zoned, and my other favorite episode is A Thin Line Between Dating and Fucking.
Yeah.
I love the Friend Zone episode because of I love the thin line between fucking and dating because of the person we had.
Yeah.
The energy was great.
It was a great energy. It was great,
a really good
energy.
episode. If only we could have got the video with the audio, and
that's crazy. That's what I was gonna definitely add on to that. I was like, to say that was one of my favorite episodes too, but another episode that was one of my favorites was Who's Messier, and that's when we had Jeff, and everything around the episode went wrong. Everything.
The next day was, I had my birthday party the
day before. So we came in, we both were hungover.
Yes.
We were late because he came before us.
Actually, we weren't even late. We were on time. He was just 15 minutes
But I feel
early.
like if we're late, if we're after even though he was there before us, I still feel like we're late for after
the guest. Okay.
I don't know. It just makes me get anxiety because it feels unprofessional with me. So like, he got there before us. Our camera died and we didn't even have our charger on us. He is the reason why we always bring our charger now.
Yeah.
So we didn't have our charger. And then what else was there? There was so many things.
It was hot.
It was hot. We had to re-record and
half of it.
Oh my God. Like when I tell you, everything around the episode was a shit show, but the content, if we would have gotten it, was amazing. Because if y'all don't know Jeff Shelley, that nigga's a whole fucking clown. And it was so funny.
And shout out to Jeff Shelley for coming to the show.
It.
Like, on the early days too. Like you a real nigga for real.
And he said he will definitely come back. So I am looking forward to having him come back with someone else, because now we can give him a run for our money, because we are definitely on our shit.
Bigger, better, badder bitch.
Bigger, better, badder bitch. And I really do appreciate him for still supporting the come up, because even after that shit, he still fucked with us and invited us to do shit with him. So, you know.
We were in a music video with him.
Girl.
It was fun.
So we appreciate you for what it was, but that was one of my favorite episodes.
Definitely.
Because, like, it was all fucked up, but we still made it. We found a way, because that was we were probably 3 episodes in at that time.
At that time, we definitely were. Another one I didn't even write down is, you were right. It's Are You Medium Ugly?
I know you did, bitch.
Because that was one of our most
viewed episodes,
audio and video.
Yeah.
And 2, I said all the time. Yeah. I love medium ugly niggas. So yes, I do like. So you.
Because when we were talking, I was like, I know which one's your favorite. She was like, which one? I said, Are You Medium Ugly? She's like, no, not actually. And I said, yes, it is. Like now
that I think about it, I was like, that was a good aspect.
That was a great episode, and we were so early.
Yeah. So what is your least favorite episode?
My least favorite episode. I want to definitely say my least favorite episode was Gender Roles Part 2. Not so much because of everything. Not gonna lie, I'm really big on energies, and respectfully, our guest that we had was not as high energy as I expected, because I think we always prepare men to know that we're fucking bullies and we need you to hold your own, because we don't need you to be soft-spoken. We need you to tell your fucking story.
He was more focused on being sexy than
Yes, he was. I felt like he was trying to
show.
sell himself and make sure you knew that he was a sexy, lovely little motherfucker. And granted, you know what? I take it for what it is, but for that episode, he literally kind of agreed with being a sugar baby and getting flued out. Like, he was agreeing with everything, and I'm like, you didn't give us a duality that we were looking for when it came to.
He was a bad bitch just like us.
He was a bad bitch. He was badder bitch than us.
He was a badder bitch than us. Okay,
let's not even talk about him.
I never had that kind of shit.
And there was another episode that I can say that I didn't really care for, was when we had this guest that we didn't even air it. Honestly, with me and Sammy, when we don't have an episode where we feel the energy, I don't like the episode, because I feel like we put so much into our craft that to go through a whole hour of an episode and know it's not going nowhere sucks.
Because we pay money to be here.
Pay money to be here.
Okay.
And so the fact that we wasted a whole hour just not even to air that shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So what was your least favorite episode?
My least favorite episode is to submit and not to submit episode, and probably so just because I felt like it was just a lot of repetitiveness.
It really was.
You know, it wasn't very. Especially for me, I didn't really go into depth about things, and it wasn't just my finest hour. Wasn't my best episode. So
you know what I want to say? It's so crazy. I don't even want to interrupt you, but I was telling someone the problem sometimes I feel with our episodes because we talk about it so much during the phone, so we feel like we said everything in our head, but we didn't even say it on the episode because we talk to each other so much about it.
Yeah. So and also like I said, I feel like a lot of times like you do interrupt me when I'm trying to say something or trying to get a thought, and it's like. I don't think you do it on purpose. It's just I'm saying something and you're just so excited you agree, and it's like, oh my gosh, like I wish I could say what I want to say before you start saying what you want to say. But that was really about it. Like it's just I just don't think it was my best episode. I didn't I wasn't as funny. I wasn't as as the regular Doug motherfucking Sammy. So that's why it's my least favorite episode.
So what topic are you the most excited to talk about?
I really want to talk about this topic, and I know you have no interest in it at all, but it's something I really want to talk about. I want to talk about being sugar babies.
Okay.
Doing a sugar daddy episode on like not really how to get a sugar daddy, but like the life of a sugar baby.
Yeah, you're right. I'm definitely not interested in talking about that at all. But I mean, I'm down. We could. Yeah. Because I know the topic that I want to talk about, you don't really care for, because you got to do your research as well.
Right. I would love to have a sex worker on the show. I'm really big on people who do OnlyFans, who sell sex, or who like do anything that is deemed like. You're not supposed to taboo, especially as a woman. So like definitely have someone who is an international money making sugar baby on the show, so she can talk about her life as a sugar baby, or maybe his life as a sugar baby. Who knows? We don't discriminate here. Sometimes
I feel like that would have been the perfect episode for Kenny then. If you wanted someone that was
bitch.
Girl, I did, but I mean, if you watched our shit, then you would know, because you leave the credits in the what's called, and I made it very specific of what episode I was talking about. So it's, like I say, once I get famous, I'm gonna retract it.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Okay.
But I'm really excited to talk about conspiracy theories. I love everything about the idea that everything in the world is conspiracy. I believe the world is flat. I don't believe in vaccine. Yeah, I believe the world is flat.
You're a flat earther?
Yes, I don't believe that we even been to the moon. There's so many things that I believe in that I just want to talk about.
You don't believe we've been to the moon?
I don't believe it. I do not.
We have a whole flag on the moon.
Do we? Girl, do we? How can we fact check it? We can't.
We can see it in a telescope.
Can we see it in a telescope?
Yeah.
We'll see about that. Anywho, but
you can see it in a telescope.
I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. It's the conspiracy theories for me, because I believe in so many far left things, because I just be going down a rabbit hole when it comes to like YouTube and Google, and I'll just be like, yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. And
I believe you're a flat earther.
But honestly, if I believe it, who the fuck gonna tell me wrong? Because once I believe something, you can't tell me shit. Period. And that's why Mary had a little lamb.
Okay. So, as you know, I am not a huge conspiracy theorist. I do believe in some conspiracy theory. Like, there's the whole LSD little thing that we found out that the government was giving people LSD to try to control their minds. That ended up being true. So there's so many things that we, like the whole JFK thing, how he was assassinated. So there's so many things that was deemed like not true that was a conspiracy theories that ended up being true anyways. So I am not like so far against it. Like, it's just like, oh my God, it's not true. But I don't really believe in most conspiracy theories. So what is your proudest moment on this podcast?
I think my proudest moment on this podcast would be coming here and not feeling jitters. You remember when we first started? Like,
yeah, how nervous
we would be. Yeah. Like, even though you've done it before, we would. That's how, I don't know if anyone knows, that's literally the backstory to why we take shots before we start the episode.
Yes.
Because I think it was the very first time, because we didn't have anything but wine.
Yeah.
And we were so fucking nervous.
Yeah.
We were fucking up on easy shit. I don't even know why we were so nervous, because it's like we talked about this show. It was well thought out.
We're actually friends.
And the thing is, like, me and Sammy talk every day, so it's like not like we are out of things to fucking say. Even before we had the podcast, we talked every single day. Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Pretty much.
We really did talk every fucking day, even without the podcast.
Yeah.
So we never run out of shit to say. But when we were sitting there in front of the camera, like, we just kept fucking up. We kept, like, stumbling over words. And that's why I say my proudest moment is us coming into our own with it, because it makes me so happy to think of, like, it's like the comfort level, because like now that we're comfortable with each other and know that we got each other's back when it comes to the podcast. I think at first it was so new. It's like you can't really expect much from someone, because if you never did this with them, because a podcast is so much different than talking on the fucking phone. Yeah. Because sometimes we have to edit what we say, because it's a lot.
It's a lot. My proudest moment would have to be when I kept DMing and commenting Fredro Starr.
And he said he would come on the show.
And I actually got on FaceTime with him. I remember we were in Austin, and his assistant, I think, FaceTimed me. And he was like, "You want to talk to Fredro?" I'm like, I know you, because I remember he DM'd me. And I was like, this nigga lying. Like,
he did. You sent it to me, and I was like,
FaceTime Fredro. Like, what? If y'all don't know, Fredro Starr is
Q off of Moesha.
And so I'm talking to you on the phone. You're like, bitch, call him. Like,
I did, because I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, and I FaceTime him, and then he's in the studio rapping, and then I'm like, Fredro, and he puts something on the phone. I FaceTime Fredro. I started screaming, bitch. I sure motherfucking did. I started screaming after the whole FaceTime. I didn't scream during the FaceTime. And he was like, yeah, he'll come on the show. He'll come to Houston. Whenever he can get to Houston. He actually wanted us to come to Cali so we can record the show. But at that time, we didn't have jobs, and we couldn't afford the flights or whatever.
I could not.
So, yeah, and we're still
following each other.
Yep. He still follows the podcast page.
So
Mariah Lynn follows the podcast page. So, yeah, that's another problem.
And the thing is, we've had a lot of celebrities, like, retweet, repost, because we'll talk about them and then we'll tag them. Yeah. And then they'll end up, like, just like, putting it on their story. And the story is enough for us. We don't need you to put on your page. Yeah. But it just means that you, like, support a small black woman-owned business, period.
Okay. So, yeah, but that Fredro Starr episode is going to happen.
It is. We're going to speak it into existence. So what is your least proudest moment of our podcast?
My least proudest moments is probably like the petty arguments we've gotten into.
Yeah.
Like over the podcast. Over stupid shit, because I feel like our friendship is way more important than that. So I'm like, damn, like I look back about that. Sometimes I'm like, that was really not something that we should.
Might be your fault.
It's not always my fault.
Because you be ready to like cut me off instead of talk about it.
But that, I'm like I said, but I'm saying the petty arguments aren't always my fault. But like I said, like it's just like little stuff that's happened between us, like over like, you know. So I just feel like that's my least proudest moment. I feel like now that I know you a lot, well, I've always been. Now that I know you a lot better, that these petty arguments has pretty much stopped. Like we don't really
argue about shit nowadays. Yeah. If we do argue,
it's not an argument.
Not even an argument. I acknowledge when I know something really is like, because you know sometimes some things are hypersensitive to you and some things are hypersensitive to me.
Right.
So I can always like feel when I talk to you if something is really priority to you. Like when it came to the videos that one time, I said, you know what? Instead of arguing with them, I'm saying next time let's do the videos together.
Yeah.
So it's like I know how to fix it instead of being defensive.
Right.
That's the thing. Yeah. When you take out the personal shit and just be like, so what can we do to get better?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean the arguments needed to happen so we can get to this place so we know how to communicate with each other better.
Yeah.
My least proudest moment when it comes to our podcast is when we still haven't did a fucking extended tea time, and we worked so hard on that shit. Yeah, you know how long
we bought it.
You know how long we got a whole fucking tea set and everything because we were so excited about doing it. We did a whole fucking like a time lapse thing of us pouring the tea. My least proud of thing is because we didn't follow through on that one thing.
You know what? Let's do it because my apartment has this cute little settings in the clubhouse.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. That's the only thing I say I'm least proud of. Cause I'm like I want to make sure that if we say we're gonna deliver, and we can't say on Patreon we're gonna have an extended tea time if you ain't even fucking did a tea time. We
haven't even fucking done it yet.
That's why I was like, damn.
Yeah. So, and we paid for this shit already.
We sure the fuck did, bitch.
It's there.
It's there.
It's in my mama's house.
That's the thing with being
Wait, is it my mom's house or your house?
Your mom's house.
Oh, okay.
The thing about being a content creator, we have so many ideas, but sometimes we don't execute it. And Sammy is more of a perfectionist than I am because I'm just like, you know what, content is content, and sometimes people understand. But Sammy wants things very like to a T, and I don't feel the same way. So I guess it's another thing that we differ at. Because I'm just like, sometimes people want to see the raw shit. Yeah, you know.
And I don't mind showing the raw shit, but I feel like in the
direction more polished,
where we want to go, it has to be
more polished. And I feel that.
Yeah. So do to make our podcast better or make ourselves better or stuff like that.
So a thing I think we should do to make ourselves better, even though I know it's kind of hard and it's unavoidable because we literally are drinking while we're doing the podcast, is staying more on topic. Because you know how we go on tangents. Because I had someone that never listened to our podcast before listen to our podcast, and he was like, I like y'all's chemistry, but I feel like y'all should stay on topic sometimes more. Yeah. And I understand that, but you have to understand when you're drinking liquor, the liquor is really your moral compass.
And that's like a flip coin because some people love our tangents.
Yeah.
Some people like that we start talking about some things and then go on some things, and I feel like I kind of do a good job of trying to pull us back together.
Yeah.
Whenever we do.
Because I sure won't. I'm like, let's go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah. I'm like, so anyways, like even when we have our guests, I try to pull it.
You always do it. I don't. I'm gonna say because I'm like, what was she saying? How was it said? Like,
so. But anyways, I do love our tangents though because I feel like that's a part of our authenticity.
Authenticity.
And
yes.
that makes us what Sip and Spill is because we are two women who like to create conversation all while
sipping wine.
So you know what? When that happens, we might start talking about how Bush at 9/11.
And then another point really quick that I think we should do is like I said earlier, not over talking the subject because I told you we talk so much on the phone about it. Mm-hmm. Like earlier when we were on the phone, it's like, do you want to know now or do you want to hear on the podcast? You're like, oh, I'll hear on the podcast. And I'm like, because we talk about it so much that sometimes I forget to say shit on the podcast because I think I already said it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah. So what do you feel?
I think we should get better in consistency, and I mean that as in like consistency on our tea time. On our
like content
creating our
tip and
review. Just being consistent and being on top of shit because I feel like we do a very good job
at doing episodes.
We don't do a very good job of doing our other segments.
So I think we should make a pledge to ourselves that we're gonna at least make content twice a week, like the regular one, and either a sip and spill or sip and review.
Or
we have to. So we have to make we're sitting it right now.
Yeah.
Look me in my eyes. Mm-hmm. It's the commitment for me.
All right.
Okay.
We end this bitch together.
Okay.
All right. Another thing is going back on commenting on people's Instagram engagement. I was really, really good
on that in the beginning.
And I've realized I've lacked it. So, because I've just honestly, I've been so busy.
We've all been so busy. So,
yeah. But
trust me, I've been neglecting our Twitter and you've been neglecting Facebook. So it's like we've been neglecting our social medias together. So it's not just you.
So so I want to get back on because that's how I grew our followers so fast.
Facts.
Was just me engaging. Because when people see our episode, they're like, wait, these bitches are funny. Like, these cool bitches are cool. Like, I kind of want to fuck with this. So, I'm definitely going to just take an hour a day. I don't even need an hour.
You don't even need an hour.
Just 15 minutes just to dedicate to
other podcasts and show them some love.
Mm-hmm. Definitely doing that.
I'm going to say because, what is it? The Real Average Joe? Oh, my God. Let me not say his name wrong because he came for me last time. You do a great job of doing that. You always give great commentary. You always give
the Average Joe nigga.
That's what his name is?
I'm going to still break your glasses, though. Did you see our interaction on Twitter?
I saw it. I be creeping, but I don't say shit. I be
I'll break your glasses.
I'm like that nigga in the van that just be keep looking at you. I look, but I don't say nothing. That sounds really creepy. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Doing what I'm gonna say I'm gonna do is something I want to be more consistent on. Like we said, we're gonna meet with Jude. Have been with Jude.
But every time we reach out to her, it's either a conflict of interest on our part and her part.
The first time it was none, and I still didn't do it.
Yeah.
So that was my bad. So I just want to be more.
I reached out to her again, and then she had to work. So.
Yeah. So it's more of just saying I'm doing what I say I'm gonna do. Like, sorry, mind triggers. I haven't sent the fucking package.
Still, but I seen that at her apartment.
But tomorrow I will send it. Like, I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
I'm about to be on that ass tomorrow.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna send y'all's package, mind triggers. Okay, I love you guys. Y'all amazing and y'all patient. And
and I'm gonna say and y'all ain't even come for our necks because I would have came for this bitch. And they're like, bitch, where my $50? Where my $50? I'm thinking, where my $25?
Okay. How much was the gift card? Was it 50 or 25?
It was 50, so it was 25 me, 25 you.
So I'm like, I'm gonna send in my triggers tomorrow. Don't worry, I got y'all.
So, who do you want to collaborate with?
I want to collaborate with the Recovering Party Girls podcast. They were the first Black women podcast I followed when I first started this 2 years ago. And they are, they're funny, they're consistent. They have a pretty successful podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, they're from Houston, they live here. So I don't know why we haven't worked together. So this is about to be
because we're not at the same. I'm not saying that we're not at the same level. We just don't have the same access to them.
I feel like if I DM them and ask them to come on our show, they might be cool to do it because they sometimes slide in my DMs. They say things we're doing are funny. So Recovery Party Girls, I want to collaborate with y'all. Like, I feel like we are we're bartenders. We're all in the same industry.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I don't know if they still currently bartend, but at the time I was talking to them, they were bartending. Oh, at least one of them was. I want to collaborate with y'all. I feel like we are 2 bad bitches. We are 4 bad bitches.
I was gonna say not 2. I said
in Houston doing the damn thing, and why not do the damn thing together?
Factual.
Yeah.
I want to collaborate. I mean, let me just make a disclaimer. I'm a teabag, y'all. I'm a for sure teabag.
When you say that, I think of putting balls in your mouth.
I don't give a fuck. I want to collaborate with the Cup of Tea podcast. Those girls from Montreal.
They're so cute. And funny.
Like, honestly.
I love their. Do they live together?
Yes.
They're so adorable.
They are so cute.
I love you, girls.
I love y'all.
Y'all are so funny.
I be watching their shit like, yo, like I don't
have
really,
nice bodies. And
yeah,
so
I'm like, I don't watch podcasts, but I watch their shit. Actually, I literally watch their shit. Like, because they put enough on Instagram for me to be like, I love y'all. Y'all are so fun, and we're fun. And I just think we would all have so much fun together. Like, whenever someone gives me a great vibe, I go with it. I don't know who runs their Instagram page, but I love y'all. I love everything about it. And you know what? They're just two bad
girls are so cute. I'm so
bad
glad I
bitches from Montreal, and we're two bad bitches from Houston. So what's up?
What's up?
Slide in my DMs again.
All right, we DM each other sometimes. They're cute.
We frequent each other.
Yeah.
We frequent each other. You see the podcast going?
I almost every day I wake up and I say I want to be a millionaire, and this is where I see the podcast going. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I don't care if you think I'm crazy. I don't care if you don't believe me. I don't care if you doubt me. This podcast is going to make it. We are going to be millionaires. We are going to be successful businesswomen doing the damn thing, and it's just that's just the energy I get. That's where I feel. This is where we put our heart and our soul into this podcast, and we do it for a reason. Not only because we want to get monetary compensation from it, because we love what we do.
We're passionate.
And we are actually pretty fucking good at it too. So that's just where I see us having a talk show. I see us having a TV show. I see us having a YouTube that's super successful. I see us making money, shaking our ass. I feel us being happy. I feel all that shit. And that's where I see this podcast going. I write and I have words of affirmations, and I have the Post-its on my mirror, and I always say two things. My sister is going to be proud of me, and I'm going to be a millionaire. So that's where I see it, you know?
And I also want to just tag note to what you say, because every single guest, well, most of our guests, I can't say all of our guests, most of our guests say they love what we have going and they hope that we make it.
Yeah, because even random people be like, hey, I saw your podcast. Hey, you super spilled girls. I'm like, when we went to the African spot.
Yeah.
And the person's like, oh, yeah, we'll see your podcast. Like, random people.
Yeah, so I love when people that don't know us are, like, already fucking with us because they see it reposted or something. Because even when friends be like, oh, yeah, my friend reposted y'all's shit. And I'm just like, we on the map, bitch. The Cheetah Girls are on the map. The fuck? The Cheetah Girls are on the motherfucking map. But where do I see our podcast going? I just see it as going as big as we want it to go, as much as we want it to flourish. Because I can keep saying I want merch, I want a wine, I want this. We're going to do the hard work that goes behind it. But I just know the flourishment it's existential. It's going to be there. It's like, so...
It's all about manifestation.
Yeah, it's manifestation and putting the work behind it and being positive, because there are days sometimes where it's like you get hard on yourself and like, are we doing enough? Are we not X, Y, and Z? But
I feel like sometimes we like plateaued.
Yeah, we do.
And it's like...
Because we get comfortable.
And it's like, okay, we have to be uncomfortable. We cannot be comfortable. We have to get in an uncomfortable position too.
And that's what I told you. I feel like when it comes to like with our podcast, we have to do more collabs because we have people come on our show, but... When's the last show that we went on? So I feel like that's another thing that I want to make sure that we do, that we're getting more exposure to someone else's. Because our last guest, Del, was like, yeah, a lot of people said they wanted to like collab with y'all. And I'm like,
where are they?
I said, ain't nobody reach out with us. Where the fuck they at?
Slide in DMs.
Definitely that's something I want more in the future, is for us to do more collabs so we can reach a more broader audience. That's really what it is.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know how we like to do our little self-helps and how to get y'all on the right track.
It wouldn't be simple if we didn't give y'all some self-help.
Because, you know, we like to help bitches and niggas and everyone in between, okay?
Exactly.
So, if you want to start a podcast, this is how you motherfucking do it, bitch.
My thing is download Anchor. Anchor is what we use. Anchor is free. It's easy. It's simple. You can make money off of Anchor. You can actually, they give you... I guess commercials to record so you can make money off of. You can have people even give you money off Anchor, because we don't do the commercial stuff.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to filter our episodes, but we have people who do give us money and support our podcast, and so it's quick, easy, and it lets you upload in all kinds of platforms except iHeartRadio. You have to upload it yourself on there. But other than that, get a fucking Anchor, honestly, if you want to start a podcast. What about you?
Another thing I feel like you should do, because she's coming from like a hobby standpoint. I'm coming from the, like, if you want to start a podcast like we're doing, right?
Yeah.
So my podcast tips is to find out what you want your content to be.
Yeah.
Do you want to be remote? Do you want to be in a studio?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you want to be audio? Do you want to be visual? Do you want to be both?
Yeah.
I feel like that's the first step you need to do with podcasting. You need to know, like, how do you want this to be? Also, I guess another step is, what do you want to do it for? Do you want it for a monetary reason, a passion, or do you want, like, or a monetary or passion? Because I mean, we have it in both. Like, we're passionate about this, and we still want to make money off of it.
Yeah.
Some people just want to do a podcast because they want to talk shit. Like, that's really what it is.
Some people like to hear themselves talk.
Honestly, so literally, I guess a better way to phrase it, what I was saying is, figure out why you're doing your podcast.
Yeah.
That's a better way to phrase it.
That's a good way
just
to phrase
figured it out while I was drinking. See, drunk on me and sober on me.
Drinking helps.
We not the same.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Even if you're a boring bitch.
Yeah.
Even if you're like a weirdo or a lame, whatever that means. Be your fucking self, because people love authenticity.
Facts.
And people know when you are faking the funk. So if you want to have a podcast, whether it's for, you know, what we're doing, or just to, as a journal, or just to put your voice out there, be your fucking self, because some people like the boring shit. Some people like a monotone person who just talk about dogs and cats and vacuum cleaners. And some people like, you know, what we do. So there's someone for everyone.
Factual.
There's an audience for everything.
Facts.
So be yourself, and the right people will find you.
Facts.
That's what I believe.
And to tag on to what she was saying, it's like, be original. I mean, don't let, because it's oversaturated market of podcast or doing certain things, stop you from doing it.
Exactly. There's like 20,000 slices of bread.
Hello. And guess what? They still all fucking making it. Sarah Lee, holla at me. But what I want to do from a standpoint is be active on your social medias. You can't be a podcaster without knowing how to get free promo, and free promo is Instagram. That's the easy, and like we always say, word of mouth travels faster than anything else. If someone is sitting around talking about sip and spill, like, let's look at the real sip and spill, like let's talk about it, let's see what they're talking about. And most people that literally talk about us, they end up checking us out when they fucking love it here. So
exactly.
You're
I always
welcome.
say, don't go to a place and not tell these 5 people about your podcast.
Hello.
My thing is, you don't have to go over your head. You don't have to do a studio thing like we're doing. You don't have to, you know, go all if you're doing. You can just buy some microphones for $25 on Amazon and go in your closet and fucking record.
Yeah.
So if you want to do this, you don't have to spend the money we do. You don't have to take the time we do. Just get some fucking microphones and talk your shit.
And then my last but not least, I don't know if you have one after me, but my thing is, have fun. Literally have fun doing this, because it gets stressful, it gets overwhelming, it gets all of the oohs and goozies and everything that you want to do. But guess what? At the end of the day, if you're having fun, it's all gonna be well worth it.
All right, so we want to do something a little different in the ending of our episodes, and we're gonna play a little game.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Office fan, and if you remember the Office episode when they all had Post-its on their forehead, and the other person, it was all racist shit too, and they had to guess what the person was by their description, and that's what we're gonna fucking play today.
Okay.
So we're gonna do 2 or 2 and 3 or 3 and 3.
We can do 2 and 2 depending on time. I mean, time permitting, we probably can do 2 and 2.
Let's do 2 and 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay,
I don't even know what I would
Do you have a
put.
pen?
I'm not gonna. I'd probably do it in my purse, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I do say some off the wall racist shit, it's because the first thing that comes
Why
to
you
mind.
gotta be racist?
I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes the things I say are racist, and I don't think it's racist because I'm black. So
What
can't be racist? So if I say certain things, like, you can't.
mind your business. Don't be looking at what I'm
Yeah.
wearing.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Who? Damn. I should have pre-thought this. Okay.
It's better when we don't. Come
Oh
on.
my God. So is it people, places, and things, or
It
what?
doesn't matter. It's whatever you want.
Okay. All right. Here's one of them. Okay. Okay, that's one. Let's see what's the next one. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? Because I'm ready.
I'm almost ready.
Almost ready. Okay. Are we gonna have to put it on our foreheads?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. So we have to make sure we talk all this through, because you know everyone on the audio can't see us doing this. So. And the 10 people that watch our episodes, they're gonna see it.
Okay. Come on. I'm gonna saw your other one.
Okay.
Cover it.
Okay.
I'll go
I'm gonna
first,
do.
so you go
I'm gonna do
first.
this one first. Okay.
Girl, you put it on my forehead.
Oh, I put it on your forehead. Okay. Okay. So when people say it's a jungle out here, they're talking about this place. This no. This
We're not edit that out.
I'm not gonna edit that out. When people come here, they're coming to live their Broadway dreams.
New York.
Yes, that's
It's
it.
New York.
Concrete jungle where dreams are. That was really quick. I'm so okay.
Okay.
Okay, I don't even want to look. 'Cause I'm scared I'm gonna okay.
If you dare dance at this place, the owner will kick you out.
Oh, it's the place in Dallas. Oh my God, what is it called? Cocktails and something.
Yeah, KK, Kitchen and Cocktails, something like that.
That's so funny. You did that really quick. Okay, here's the next one. All right. Okay, I get paid to watch your kids because you don't fucking watch them in the daytime.
Your grandma.
No. No.
Babysitter.
No. I don't get paid much, but I got a degree.
Every degree?
No. Oh, let me see. I secretly hate my job because I didn't get a job in my actual degree field.
Bartending?
No. They say those that can't do, they
Steal?
No.
I don't know.
It's a teacher.
A teacher?
Bitch, I hate you.
I said steal?
You said steal. Okay.
Niggas will steal.
Okay, put on my I hate you. It's the forehead for me.
America. So, I was president, but I didn't do shit.
Donald Trump.
You know, I was supposed to be for the black people.
But, Ronald Reagan.
You know,
Bill Clinton.
I was supposed to be for the black people, but you know.
You need more descriptions, bitch. You saying the same thing. Come on, give me more descriptions.
I got $2.
$2. Okay.
And a wife.
That sounds like most presidents. The
And
fuck?
she,
That's George Bush.
She wrote a book.
George Bush had 2 daughters and a wife.
And she wrote a book.
She wrote a book. His wife.
And she got a podcast.
She has a podcast.
Yeah.
Is it me? Is the nigga me? Are you talking about me?
I bombed Syria.
You bombed Syria. Oh my God. Is that every president? It's George Washington.
I'm doing this, bitch. Who talk like this?
Girl, I don't watch
I'm
politics.
Kenya.
Kenya. Oh my God. Is there another place he's from?
What president from Kenya except one, bitch?
Oh, is it Barack Obama?
Thank you. What the fuck, bitch? What other president was from Kenya?
Guess what, y'all? We have 3 minutes. I'm about to give Sammy some motherfucking questions.
Oh, bitch.
If you didn't do this podcast with me, who would you did it with?
My damn fucking self.
Do you think you could carry a podcast by yourself?
I think I would carry a podcast by myself. I don't have guests, you know. That would be my thing. But I would definitely just be doing it by myself. That was what the plan was to do it by myself. You know, because I'm not real ass bitch fuck by the niggas. So, yeah.
Real Birkin bag,
Whole 5-6 figures. Right. My question for you is, do you like doing this podcast?
Why the fuck do I not? Bitch, I show up every fucking Monday. 5 minutes after the time I'm supposed to be here. But I show up. Do you like doing the podcast?
Was that your question?
No, my question was...
Oh, yeah. I fucking... This is my career. I love doing this fucking podcast.
So this is our career. This is legit our career.
I always say...
When I'm talking to a man, I always let him know how important the podcast is to me. Mm-hmm. So if I see his excitement, I'm like, you don't want for me or no. Okay? My next question is, what's one thing you bring to this podcast that you know no one else can bring?
This ass.
It's not the ass for me.
This ass. This is what I bring to this podcast. This ass. No, I think it's my fucking, I don't know. I think it's my personality and my professionalism. You know, I'm just so, like, classy with it. You know?
Are you classy, bitch?
You don't think I'm classy?
Classy. Nasty,
I'm
but
classy.
Breaking bag me. Spend a couple thousands on my titties and my ass cheeks. Get my teeth done. Cash at me. We had to stop right there. Let him breathe right there. Cash at me.
Rent due. Yeah, I think it's just, I don't, what do I bring to this? I think it's my ideas and my thoughts.
Yeah.
I feel like I think everything through.
I want to let people get in our business for 5 seconds, but I know how you get, so I'm not going to do it.
Okay, what? What?
Because Sammy be like, I feel like I bring all the ideas and you never say anything. And I'm like,
no, I don't feel like I bring all the ideas, but I feel like most of what we're like when it comes to like the note taking is whatever. It's like,
but
my ideas.
Yes and no, because I don't think out shit. So you remember like when I told you something today, and you was like, yeah, and I was like, wow, I didn't think you were gonna say yes. You remember?
Yeah.
It's because I'm like, usually when I say something, you be like, so how are we gonna make that an idea? And I'm like, I didn't think that far ahead. I just shout shit out.
And
see what the fuck catches.
And I think everything. I usually before
I'm about to pull a Sammy, y'all. So give me 5 seconds so I can like.
I already did it.
I know. So cheers me, bitch, because you still got a little bit in there.
Usually with me, I think things out before I say it. I just don't throw ideas out there because I'm like, okay, if we're gonna do this, how are we gonna do it? How are we gonna execute it? How is it gonna be successful? How are we gonna,
Why
get
do you do that?
done?
Oh my God, I just burped, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So.
Oh my gosh. This is the last question.
Okay, I got 2 more questions, but this is funny. Has there been a time you told me you finished editing the podcast and you lied and it wasn't done?
Of course. I ain't gonna tell you what I was doing, because we all know what I was doing. But Sammy be like, I need the video. Like, she's like a fucking manager that like annoys you. Like, I need the videos done promptly at 11 o'clock on Wednesday.
Period. Later, she was like, sometimes I put in the YouTube videos late and you don't even know. I said, bitch, I know. Because
I got a notification.
I get a notification when it's up.
But no, there's some times where I'm out here doing shenanigans and I'm like, you know what? Let me at least get her 2 videos. Let me get her 2 legit videos because I know.
How upset. Because I'm just like, bitch, get the fucking videos. Like, because I there's a reason why I post at the time I post.
But honestly, I'm not going to lie. You're right. Because we get the most views on 11 o'clock on Wednesdays. That's literally it.
And on Thursdays, it's
yeah. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, like Wednesdays is like the best. Why is Wednesday the best day, y'all?
It's because it's the middle of the week. People are on Instagram. People are the days people are on Instagram the least is Thursdays. People are on Instagram.
I want to say Thursdays and Sundays because I mean you post something on Sunday and we got like not even 100 views.
Yeah, Fridays is hit or miss. Saturdays is also a good day. So I've actually studied these and looked it up, so I know the best time to post. So it's very important for me to get the videos by 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say, but she don't know I'm a fucking hooligan Monday through Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
I only settle down on Friday.
My last question is not even a question. Give me your hand. I am so happy and glad.
Shut up!
This podcast
Hold
with
on,
you.
no, I wasn't crying. Shut up!
I love you so much, Ami. I know I am not very an affectionate person.
You're not affectionate at all, and I love touching people.
My earring, bitch.
One more time, y'all.
So, I think it's just an African Igbo woman in me. We're not very affectionate people.
At all.
But yes, I appreciate you so much for taking this journey with me. I love you so much. You are my friend. You're my co-host. You are a lot of things to me. So I love you so much. And I want to let you know that you are my bitch. And if you fight, I fight too. And that's all.
Bitch, we ride it, and that's
Bad boys for life.
That's all. Malcolm had a little lamb.
You said Malcolm.
But no, I'm thinking about on our fucking group chat when he was like, "We gonna get it by any means necessary." That's Malcolm. That's all Malcolm X.
That's all Malcolm X. And that concludes the motherfucking episode.
Oh my God, yeah, because they turned off the lights on us, so we gotta get the fuck out.
Yes,
oh my
y'all.
God.
Thank you. This is gonna be a good fucking episode, y'all.
Happy 1 year anniversary, baby.
I sip wine, kick my feet up when I get tired.